Good morning, students. I welcome you all. Myself Baby Rawat, your English teacher. I hope you all are fine and safe along with your family members. Today I will continue the chapter Nelson Mandela. In previous tutorial I told you about Nelson Mandela, who was first black president of South Africa, and we read that apartheid system was on the basis discrimination on the basis of race and skin color. It was like a curse in South Africa before this. So let's begin the chapter. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. Now, already I have told you, narrator is himself, Nelson Mandela here. So, he says that policy of apartheid, discrimination, it created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound hurt. Now he says that people are hurt deeply, and it will take many years, if not generations, but many years to recover from this deep, strong wound. But the decades of oppression and brutality had another unintended effect, and that was that it produced the Oliver Tambos, the Walter Sislers, the Chief Luthelis, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Sobukwas of our time, men of such extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like may never be known again. Now here, students, you can see pictures of all these people mentioned in this paragraph by Nelson Mandela. Now he says that though it will take long time, it will take many years to come out from this hard, but on the other side, these people whose pictures are here, and he has mentioned here that on the other side, one effect of that oppression was that we have got such people who were full of courage, wisdom, and kindness. Generosity means kindness, that their like may ever be known again. According to Nelson Mandela, when we feel something deeply, our other qualities also arises. So here he means to say that if they had not got such depression, they had not got such behavior, discrimination, so they would not have got such people also who were full of courage and wisdom along with kindness. Perhaps it requires such depths of oppression to create such heights of character. My country is rich in the minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamonds. Now, students, if you are not aware, let me tell you that in South Africa, there are mines of diamonds. Many mines of, it is famous for it, diamond mines and other gems also. So now here in this paragraph he says that though his country is famous, it is rich in minerals and gems, but what does he believe? That its greatest wealth is not that diamonds or gems, but the greatest wealth is its people, those who are finer and truer than those diamonds or gems. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I have earned the meaning of courage. Now, comrades means associates, friends. So here he says that it is from these, all those friends who helped him, who accompanied him in his struggle, he has earned what is the meaning of, he has got to know what is the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attacks and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. Resilience means the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effect. Defies means disobeys. Here he says that he has seen men and women who sacrifice their lives. As already risk means put to danger. So they put their lives to danger for this idea. And what was the idea? It was to abolish this apartheid system. So here he says that he has seen men who stood up to attack and they felt torture. They were tortured by officials, but they were not without breaking. They were not broken, and they showed strength, and they showed the ability to deal with any kind of hardship which cannot be imagined. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. What is triumph? Victory. Now he says that courage doesn't mean without fear. Everybody has fear, one or another. But what is courage? To overcome that fear. The brave man is not that he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. So in this paragraph he says that conquers means to win. That a brave person is who wins over fear, who gets victory over fear, not the person who never get afraid or scared. Because in our life, once or twice or thrice, nobody, we can say that any person who was never scared in life. So all we have fear, one or another. But what is the courage? What is the strength? To overcome that fear. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Opposite is hate. Here he says that nobody is born with the feeling of hate, to hate somebody on the basis of skin color or background, family background or its religion, but people learn here. And if they can learn hate, they can learn love also more easily. He says that more easily because love is natural as compared to its opposite, hate. So naturally to the human heart, love is already present in human heart. It is natural. So people should learn to love instead of hate. Even in the grimmest means toughest, darkest times in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. So extinguished means blown out. Now he says when he was in the prison, already I have told you that for almost 27 years he was in prison. He spent 27 years of his life in prison just for this thing, for black and white discrimination, to remove this. So he says when he was there with his comrades, his friends, there when pushed to our limits means pushed to the last point in our ability to bear pain, means they were tortured badly, but then I would see a glimmer. Glimmer means faint light of humanity in one of the guard. So sometimes what would happen, that when they were tortured, so one or another guard, in the eyes of one or another guard, he would see glimmer of humanity, and that was enough for him. Now he says that it was enough for him to reassure that humanity is there, present in the world. Man's goodness is flame that can be hidden out. Now he says that man's goodness is there. It is there in the present. It can be hidden, but it cannot be extinguished. It cannot be blown out. Now it's time for homework, students. 3 questions were already given as a homework in previous tutorial. So now these 2 questions, number 4 and 5, just after this paragraph, you have to do in your homework notebook. And apart from this, explore about Nelson Mandela and apartheid system. And write in about 100 words in your homework notebook about apartheid system. So with this, I wish you good health. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.